What's up, everybody? J Heat Sports Media coming at y'all again with that fire, as always, spitting the hot topics and getting the sports conversation started. Want to pay homage to the man, the GOAT, arguably the greatest college coach of all time, arguably the greatest basketball coach of all time. You can make the argument for sure. Coach K. Let's talk about him. Tonight, Coach K is going to have his last game of his professional career in college basketball. Coach K is a legend. Everybody knows this. Although he didn't get to the 10 championships that the great John Wooden was able to produce, the things he's did in the NCAA tournament has rewritten the record books in men's Division I history. He has 5 titles, which stands alone other than the great John Wooden. And in his time, he's shown the ability to evolve over the years. The thing that makes Coach K the GOAT to me is his leadership of men, the passion that he never lost, and the greatness that he has shown throughout his career with his ability to adjust to the times, but also maintain his integrity and maintain his staple as far as the way he sets things up for his players and the example he sets as a leader. Coach K, during his time at Duke, after learning under the great Bobby Knight, you could see the intensity that he brought in his coaching style and that he still brings to this day, even as he's on his way out the door. Still looks like he's fired up on every play, even when they up 20. That's the passion that he brings and he puts in his players' hearts when they come to play for him. The way they clap the floor on defense when they really playing hard. The things they do out there, whether you a Maryland fan when you was in the ACC or a North Carolina fan, even though that was a huge rivalry, you've had to respect Coach K and what he brought to the table. A guy who in the 80s and 90s, this gentleman, he was able to keep students and make sure they graduated for 4 years at a university, in a top tier university, at a time where some of the big athletes, like say a UNC, were bouncing after 2 years. Coach K made sure his guys graduated, which was a big thing back then, and tried to uphold that standard consistently, and at a school where the academic standards are pretty high. So getting top tier athletes to be able to compete at the level he's competed at was very difficult, but he still managed to do it, still managed to coach it. And when times got rough and we got into the one and done era, not just guys waiting 2 years and bouncing, but guys were leaving after 1 year to go to the league, and he was having some struggles, this guy found a way to adjust during the time when the one and done era was happening, and was able to then win with the one and done players as well. He's done it all throughout his career. Had the little mini dynasty in the early 90s. Should have had one in the early 2000s with Jay Williams and them boys. Had the senior team that had been there for a while in 2010 that won. And then the one and done guys in 2015. And hopefully he gets it this last year. I think they got a real shot. Coach K, you could say so much about him. He's a phenomenal coach. And like I said, you can argue him as the greatest that's ever coached basketball. He should be in the discussion of the greatest coaches of any sport ever. He's in all those conversations, but he's also the great leader, a great teacher, a great mentor. And one of the best legacies he leaves behind is that he has a guy that's about to take over for him that was one of his players. He brings his players back. Whether they make it to the league or not, he finds a home for them, finds a place for them, and keeps them as part of the Duke family. And even does that with the one and done guys too. You don't got to be there for 4 years for Coach K to consider you part of the family. And that's special. All right, that's all the time I got, y'all. Y'all know what it is. J Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell, of course. Let's get some comments in there. Let's do some back and forth. I'm always down for that. On YouTube, of course, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 300 subscribers. Also, make sure you catch me at the Vault JMU414 on Twitter. Don't forget about Instagram. And of course, what's up, TikTok? Holla at y'all next time.